Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting edition of 123 Wrestling right here on SRB TV. I'm Chris, and is joined by Nick Slade.
Let's go.
And on today's episode, we are doing our predictions for the return, the continuation, the sequel, the we trust us. We're not doing it because of a Saudi show bullshit filled card known as WWE Evolution 2. Women's Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, evolution is a mystery. Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, Evolution. It returned. It got rumored. It was revealed. Hooray!
Hmm.
Yeah, this is gonna be a quick road so far because we're just going over the bullshit with this.
Hmm.
Women not happy with the Evolution build-up. Hate that's the same weekend as All In. Do you blame them? No. Talking about complaining about the card as well. There was the reported Nikki Bella match was apparently the supposed to be the report. It was that it was supposed to be the Bellas against Liv and Raquel for the women's tag titles.
Whew.
I promise I will never say anything positive about somebody getting injured. Moving on.
Bullet
Nope, I'm not gonna do
dodged.
that. I'm not gonna do
Hmm.
that.
I
No,
mean, I'm not happy about the injury either, but
but apparently over the past several weeks, multiple inquiries have been made to WWE Legends about joining this event. And one of which we will get to shortly as well. Um, yeah, ticket sales not great. I think as of like a week ago, they were still had plenty on sale. And like that's what happens when you book your show the day after AEW's biggest show of the year.
I don't think that's actually a problem because they're not in the same state. They're not in the. I don't think that's a problem.
I don't think it's a problem either,
I
but
don't think that's
it's
the issue. Now, if that
I don't think
maybe
that's
buy
the
rates could be affected because people spent money on All In and they don't want to spend money on two pay-per-views
yeah.
if they like they don't want if they have Peacock or whatever they Netflix or whatever they have. But
Yeah, I
honestly, I
think
just think the fact we got to remember the main reason, the actual real reason why there has been Evolution pay-per-view since 2018 is because the last event didn't sell make a lot of numbers.
and it was Vince's poor excuse for apologizing to the women who couldn't be part of that Saudi show.
Yeah, that and there's but yeah, there is a reason why they haven't done one since 2018. The last one didn't get good pay-per-view numbers, and so they decided to do it again, and we'll see how this one does. But we'll
Okay,
see.
so yeah, ticket sales could be the low ticket sales could just be a fact that it's a weekend filled with a lot of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some people just don't feel like bothering coming, or I don't know. You've only started announcing matches like 2 weeks ago.
Now, I do have to point out the fact is in Atlanta, it is on the same weekend as both Saturday's main event and Great American Bash. So there could be people who are choosing who can't afford all three shows, who are rather going to Saturday's main event to see Goldberg,
Which is
or
sad.
go see Great American Bash to see NXT action rather
Which is
than this
also
show.
sad.
So
It's
that could be actually the real case is that people can't afford all three shows, so they're picking more of the other two.
Look, we didn't talk about it in our predictions for Great American Bash, but we're gonna be perfectly honest. WWE couldn't just choose next weekend. Like, I don't get how you're trying to counter program AEW's biggest show, which apparently they are selling very well, and I'll get more into it in our all-in predictions, but apparently the gate alone is going to be one of their biggest in in the company's history. Like
Well,
that's insane
but everything.
considering they haven't overpriced any of their tickets like WWE has been lately.
I mean, that's not surprising. Everything's bigger in Texas.
Well, I mean, of course, but like that's my point is like yeah, it's I just think it's such a stupid move. Why would you counter program? Like I get it. You have Evolution and Great American Bash locked in for at Sunday. It's the day after. But why?
No, Great American Bash Saturday's main event are both Saturday, so they're
Yeah,
back to back.
wait, I thought. Oh God, see, this is what I hate about this. There's too much wrestling going on this weekend.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the thing. It's gonna be Great American Bash airing in the afternoon, then Saturday's main event airing that night, and then the next night's Evolution, all in the same town. That's nothing. They didn't have to set all in the same town. They could have had Great American Bash and Saturday's main event in Atlanta because that was important for Goldberg. But they could have easily did Evolution in a different town. But I guess they didn't want the people who's doing both Great American Bash and this to travel too far.
It Yeah, I think it comes down to like TKO making cost efficient moves. Like, why bother? If we're having three major shows on the same month, three smaller shows the same month, why can't we just put them all the same weekend, same city? They save a few bucks. Aren't they
Mm-hmm.
all taking place in the State Farm Arena?
I can double check that.
I believe no, I believe Evolution is Great American. Oh, Saturday night's
Great
main
American
event
Bash
is
is.
okay,
No, sorry. Saturday's main event is Great American Bash is going to be at center stage.
okay, and I
Okay,
guess the
at
same
a
goes for
smaller arena.
Evolution, and same goes for Evolution.
Yeah, so Great American Bash is going to be at center stage, and Saturday's main event and Evolution are going to be at State Farm Arena.
Okay, so okay, Evolution is the State Farm Arena. Okay,
Yes.
okay. But it's such a clusterfuck if we're being honest. You're right. Like, look at me. I don't get me wrong. I'm probably more likely wrong about what I'm saying, but you're probably right too. It's just like having it all in the same city is, I don't think, helping your situation.
Yeah, because you're basically forcing people who can't afford three wrestling shows, which are probably not cheap, and they're going to pick and choose which ones they'd rather go to.
Not cheap. Just say not cheap, because let's be
Yeah,
honest, dude.
they're not cheap. So, what are you going to pick? The NXT event where they always go all out with that, or do you go? Pardon the pun. Go all out with that with Great American Bash, or do you, or like Saturday's mid event where you can see the big stars like Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, in Goldberg's final match. Like Goldberg was a legend in Atlanta, and then you pick the Women's Evolution card, which doesn't have a lot of big build matches. It's just it feels like it's a specialty card. So unfortunately, it seems like what you're saying true is, about the numbers. It seems like Evolution is suffering from people choosing one or two of the shows and Evolution being their third choice.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically. Okay, let's get to this card. Well, and let's be honest. This looks like a good card.
Mm-hmm.
It
It
does.
does.
It's a
Yeah.
7 match card, which I believe is even more matches than the first Evolution pay-per-view. I think the first Evolution would have had like 4 to 5 matches. Oh, I have 5 matches.
It had,
I have 5 matches. I think
not counting the dark match, 7 matches.
I had 7 matches as well. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind then. Same amount. Okay. And of course, we can't, we gotta talk a little bit about the previous Evolution, which had one of the best Becky Lynch Charlotte Flair matches in
Which
that.
should have been the main event.
Was it? Oh yeah, that's right. The Nikki Bella World Title match.
Nikki Bella Ronda Rousey was the main event.
Okay, let's
It was
talk
a
about the good.
garbage match.
Okay, no, this is Triple H era Evolution. So let's see what he does, and we're gonna start with well, I'm not seeing first match. We're gonna just start talking about one of the first matches, which is going. Well, okay, let's just do this. We'll do Jade Cargill versus Naomi in a no holds bar match.
Yeah, go Naomi.
Basically a no DQ match. Whatever.
Yeah,
Um. Yeah, so this is just continuing their feud that they've been having for quite a while now,
quite a
with
while.
for a while.
I know. Like, God, see, how long has
Um,
this feud been going on for now?
yeah, so it just continues here. I'd say Jade wins it. Like,
It's been going.
this is the booking situation when you look at it. Once Queen are in guaranteed a championship at SummerSlam, so you need to build her momentum, and the
Mm-hmm.
other one is Miss Money in the Bank. Who do you think needs it more?
Yeah, I do think Jay's gonna win.
Yeah.
Um, I guess that makes me wonder when Naomi's gonna cash in, but I guess we'll get to that in a little bit.
Hmm.
So, but I do think, cause I'm curious who Naomi will want to cash in on. Would she want to be the challenger? I mean, the champion against Jade, or attack Jade at SummerSlam? Kind of depends. So yeah, I agree that Jay's gonna win because
Oh yeah.
it'll make her think that she's done with Naomi, and then no, she isn't. No, she it.
Yep.
Hmm.
Oh, also, Rollins has a better looking briefcase.
it fits her gimmick. And man, when she attacked her, I think it was last Friday. That laugh was diabolical. Like it was hilarious. I laughed my ass off.
Her briefcase looks like she's trying to steal a bunch of caution tape from a construction worker.
It fits her gimmick, and I've enjoyed
Honestly,
Naomi
I
as a
like the.
heel.
I think Ron's is. I think my has been my favorite custom, briefcase.
Oh, you don't
It's
you remember? Don't you remember
nice.
Rob Van Dam's?
Okay, I said okay. One
Mm-hmm.
of. Like I think top three for me are Rollins, Brock Lesnar's with the
Oh, the
boombox,
stereo, the boombox. Yeah,
the boombox, and RVD's. Those are my I
yeah.
think three favorite unique Money in the Bank designs, briefcase designs. Okay, so moving on. It's a battle royale for a world championship match opportunity at Clash in Paris in August. August, right?
The very end of August. Yeah,
August. Okay, so technically still
it's kind of
counts.
weird they're doing this. I guess because they already have pinned who they want to participate in the SummerSlam Women's World Title matches, so they want to give them something. But that's a long time to make the winner wait.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, like, if we're going the trajectory we are, I think we're going right now. If there's no cash in, I think we're getting Tiffy, Jade at SummerSlam, and possibly Io Asuka at SummerSlam, which we'll get to when we talk about the tag team match. But
So,
anyways,
so that
current
makes me think by Clash in Paris, the champions are going to be Asuka and Naomi. I think.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So right now, the current confirmed participants for the Battle Royale are the following:
Mm-hmm.
Ivy Nile,
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie Vaquer, Nia
Vakir.
Jax. I know what I fucking said. Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Nia Jax, Nikki
Mm-hmm.
Bella,
Yeah.
Natalia, Maxine Dubry,
Mm-hmm.
Kaylani Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
who congratulations just got engaged to Carmelo Hayes. Um, Jada Parker, Lola
Mm-hmm.
Vice, Lash Legend,
Mm-hmm.
Izzy Dame,
Mm-hmm.
Tatum Paxley, Zelina
Mm-hmm.
Vega, and the current Women's U.S. Champion, Julia.
Julia.
Okay, so we gotta
Mm-hmm.
remember a couple things here. This is for Clash in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
This is I. This is for Clash in Paris. Who are we kidding?
Mm-hmm.
Like whoever wins here, it really depends on this. This is weird because like we're not counting SummerSlam in this prediction. Like even if we predict it right, like
I am going with Stephanie Fakir,
yeah, I'm going
and
to Sammy Vaquer as well.
she will challenge either Io Sky or Asuka
Hmm.
because I think once I think the Jade Naomi theme is going to go into Clash of Paris. Like I
Hmm.
think here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Jade beats Tiffany Stratton in SummerSlam. Naomi cashes in. Then it's Naomi versus Jade in a rematch at Clash in Paris.
Hmm.
So what to me it makes me think the winner of this match is going after the Women's World Championship, which I think will be either held by Io or Asuka.
Uh.
And then Vakir will probably win.
Here's the thing. I think it's either gonna be Vakir or Nikki Bella.
No,
It, dude,
no, no,
dude,
no, 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 no.
remember what I just quote
What?
me.
How does Nikki Bella
Okay.
fit in that feud at
Remember
all?
what I just said. The original match was probably going to be either Bella's versus JD or Nikki versus Liv.
Well, then
Yeah.
no, then save the Bellas for like the tag titles. Like they can still do that. Like I don't even know why they didn't just go ahead and do that anyways. But we'll get to that in a minute. I don't think so.
I
I
will
don't think
stare.
so.
If Nikki wins, I'll stare directly at this camera at you and go, "Huh." Like I want Vakir to win. Like
So she's the one getting pushed, obviously, and I do think they want to make her champion as soon as possible. And I see it I can see it happening in Clash of Paris very soon.
we'll see what happens. We will see what
Because
happens.
I mean, I can't. To be obvious, I would like pick a French superstar, but I can't. I don't think any. Well, I don't think there are any French female WWE wrestlers.
Well,
Right?
we got like The closest here is Julia, but she's already women's US champion.
The closest Julia because she's of Italian descent. So I guess that's Europe. Um,
Europe. That's what I mean, Europe. I didn't go specifically. I went Europe. Because Europe.
like Natalia has like that Hart family connection, which is goes more into Britain and Canada, but not France, which is a very different animal.
Well,
I don't see like look. Obviously, this isn't all the participants are going to announce more, but I think it's Stephanie Fakir makes the most sense. She's the one that they're pushing right now, unless they want to put somehow eventually put her in an IC title run. I don't see her fitting in that. Uh, I'm just going with Fakir. I think it's it's the obvious choice to me.
I go for Fakir because they haven't even announced how many people will be in this battle royale to begin with. They've only confirmed like if you look at this list, it's pretty much like half are wrestlers on the main roster, while not even half, like a small quarter are from the main roster, while the rest are NXT stars.
They're going to announce a bunch more on SmackDown, I'm sure,
Yeah, if the reports are true about them trying to grab a bunch of legends, it's gonna be like,
in this
ooh, look who
match.
we snagged.
Ooh, Molly Holly. Ooh, Lita. Ooh,
Oh boy.
somebody.
God help us
Ivory.
all. Let's see.
Victoria. That'd be great.
Next up,
Oh,
we
you know Michelle McCool's going to be in it.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So next up, this is what for the women's tag team championships. Judgment Days, Raquel Rodriguez and newest member Roxanne Perez, filling in for Liv Morgan, will be defending their titles against Charlotte Flair and Alexis Bliss,
On SmackDown.
Soruka and Zarya from NXT,
Mm-hmm.
and the reunited Kabuki Warriors. So basically,
Yeah.
yeah. A few weeks ago, Adam Pearce made it official that they will be grabbing a tag team from each division. So one from Raw, one from NXT, one from SmackDown, and they would be added into this match. I think first was Charlotte. Yeah, it was first Charlotte and Alexa. Then it was Soruka and Zarya qualified, and then because of some attacks on Kyrie saying Asuka coming in to defend her against the JD, Adam Pearce made the Kabuki Warriors the official Raw representative for the match.
Mm-hmm.
So this so this is how we're looking at this. There's a lot of story going into this match. So you have the Judgment Day. This is just a you gotta remember it's a fresh tag team. So they are on the same page for the most part. You got Charlotte and Alexa, where Alexa's been kind of nagging Charlotte to be her bestie and to form this tag team, which we'll see how long that goes. I know next to nothing about the Soul Ruka Zarya thing. Um,
They've been allies in NXT for a while.
okay.
So Roka is the current NXT Women's North American champion,
And
and
Kabuki
they're kind of hinting at dissension between them.
and the Kabuki Warriors were,
Mm.
let's be honest, I don't think it's lasting. Um,
No, I because if they want to do Oscar Io, they don't necessarily have to betray Io, but they probably will. Um, Dang it, I honestly could see Judgment Day retaining or them giving it to Charlotte Bliss to fit a storyline. But I don't really see a reason to take it off Judgment Day right now because I don't see them losing their titles until Finn Balor really starts enacting whatever plan he has.
so I have it between the same two you do as well. Judgment Day retains just because they just added Roxanne and like they just started on this run with the tag titles. I could see Charlotte and Alexa winning, but at the same time, you can easily have this set them up for an actual match, probably at SummerSlam against each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't even still know what Bliss's deal is, why she even wants to help Charlotte.
Soroka's,
Is she doing a Bray Wyatt thing where she's trying to manipulate somebody?
I don't know yet. Soroka Zarya, that could just implode on NXT instead. And Kabuki Warriors, well, that could just implode on Raw.
Mm.
So yeah, I think
Yay,
I'll
get
go
rid of two
with
tag teams of your already dwindling tag division.
like I would love it just for Charlotte and Alexa to have the women's tag titles because that gives Charlotte something to do and it keeps her away from the world title picture a bit longer.
Yeah, but it's always just throwing two singles per people together to make a tag team.
And
Uh,
but you also try to put more credibility on the women's tag titles by giving a multi time like women's champion the tag titles. One accolade, I believe she hasn't won yet.
no, she won it with Asuka in a very short reign.
Okay, so like
Which,
she'll
funny
probably have a
enough,
more definitive
Alexa
reign.
Bliss and Asuka also had a very short reign together. So that's funny.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
Os-
well,
yeah. So yeah, Charlotte Flair's only held it with Asuka before. I was double checking that.
so I'm gonna I I wouldn't be surprised if Charlotte and Alexa win, but I'm gonna say Judgment Club retains.
Judgment Day retains.
Yeah. It should be a good match, if anything. Let me see. Next up, oh boy, we got a lot.
Oh, by the
Uh,
way, interesting enough, instead of doing the whole so and so is champion with this person slash this person like they did prize for, this reign is considered a separate reign from Raquel and Liz reign,
that doesn't surprise me.
which is how it
Okay,
always should be. I never liked it the way they were doing it recently.
okay. Next up, in a triple, oh, this one I think is gonna be it could be match of the evening. In
Mm.
a triple threat match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, Becky Lynch defends against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah.
This has been good shit.
Mm-hmm.
So the same spiel. Becky was it Becky Lyra, Bailey interferes, Lyra gets pissed, Becky Bailey, Lyra interferes, Bailey gets pissed, and eventually leads to a triple threat. And there was a really good promo on Raw Monday where this was cool. Becky revealed that after she had attacked, without Lyra knowing, after she had attacked Bailey, who was the first person to call who she did not no, it was she didn't when Becky called her, Lyra did not hesitate in making her Bailey's replacement. That was
Mm-hmm.
revealed. Like, ooh. And like Bailey had some shade on Lyra as well. Oh man, I love what they've been doing with this dude, this has been very entertaining. This has been like more of the underrated feuds of the card
Yeah, remember
lately.
people were bitching about it. I just said wait.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like I like Becky. Becky's the kind of person who will put somebody over even when they have to put herself they have to, creative has to put her over,
yeah, anyone who tries to call her Becky Hogan is a moron.
Because she's actually putting people over.
Yeah,
Lyra is such a more prominent figure in the women's division now than she was before she won the women's IC title.
yeah.
So like, I don't have to tell you. Okay, so there was a report that Becky apparently is going to be part of some like show coming up. I forgot the fucking name of it. So like I don't know when production starts on that, but it could be now, it could be later, it could be the really cool candy called Now and Laters. But like, hmm, like it should, I think it should be a hell of a good match, honestly, with Becky Bailey and Lyra, three
Mm-hmm.
very capable women's wrestlers going at it. Um, hmm, I'm gonna stick with Becky retaining.
Well, yeah, because to me, logically, what would happen is
Yeah, yeah,
Becky wins by pinning Lyra, and we get Becky Bailey one on one at SummerSlam,
yeah.
and then Bailey wins.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. But yeah, Becky to retain. It should
Mm-hmm.
be a hell of a good match.
Mm-hmm.
Um, next, next up, let's see. For the WWE Women's Championship, Tiffany Stratton. Oh, so basically, Io Sky and Tiffany Stratton got to choose their opponents for Evolution. So we'll get to who Io chose in a bit. But Tiffany chose WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus, which is what I was
Oh,
talking about
time to rock
earlier
and roll. Every
about them
time I'm in
scrambling to get
control.
people because apparently they've been wanting Trish to be part of this for a while now, ever since they officially confirmed Evolution was happening. So now she's a part of it and going for I forgot which number she's on for women's championships. I think
She has
she's trying
held.
I think she's going for her
Number
eighth.
8. Yeah, number 8.
She's going for her eighth. Yeah, Stratton to retain.
Well, yeah, obviously it's just a what's the word I'm looking for? Fun exhibition match between a legend and a current star.
Yeah,
Uh, it's kind of funny that people give Goldberg shit for getting a world title match, but because he's a legend, his last match, but it's not. They don't give shit to Trish Stratus. Like I feel like it's really to be fair. Like it's just an exhibition match, guys. Calm down. But yeah,
we,
it also works. It also works in recent storylines because Trish and Tiffany teamed up together this past February
mm-hmm.
Elimination Chamber. So there's a
Yeah,
continuation of that. And also, obviously, Tiffany has been compared to Trish. She's considered like the modern era's Trish Stratus. So it definitely fits. It's like a past versus present matchup.
yeah.
I call it a dream match because that's overused as hell. Tony Khan.
You don't like Wrestle Dream?
Ugh.
All of them are dream matches, Nick. All of them are
Oh
dream.
my god. Oh.
Okay, so we both agree. Okay, trying to
Mm,
retain.
mm,
Next up, let's see. For the NXT Women's Championship,
This actually gets a little interesting.
yeah,
Mm.
JC Jane defends her championship against the big mama pump herself, Jordan Grace,
Juggernaut.
who now has the worst wrestling theme in the history of ever
Mm.
compared to her actual theme. I just like I don't. Sorry. Sorry, I went PT. I did went wartime flashbacks to her current theme and went
Ugh. Things that make you go, Ugh.
So yeah, Jordan Grace won a qualifier and she's now up for the title. Everything about this, if I didn't know they already have a full plan for Jordan Grace for the main roster, every single fiber in my being would say Jordan Grace wins this, or wins the NXT Women's Championship. Like
She obviously should, because in no reality should JC Jane be able to beat her.
every fiber in my being says Jordan Grace should win the NXT Women's Championship. But I have that doubt because I know full well they are definitely playing something big for her when she gets to the main roster.
And there's also the implication of with Slammiversary, because they revealed the winner of this match will face Masha Slamovich at Slammiversary in a title for title match.
That's exactly it. So do you just I think just off of that, I would say Jordan Grace.
Yeah, but do you really think they're going to do Jordan Grace Masha Slamovich again? And what do you have Grace just?
Do
They're
do,
not.
do
I don't think they're going to give Grace a TNA title for any length of period of time again.
would you rather have her face JC Jane?
No, I wouldn't. I just don't
Yeah,
think it's like.
I'm like
I
I'm
just
think
don't think it's likely. And also, I think it gives Mash Slamovich an opportunity to win the NXT Women's title because I think it's only fair if a WWE wrestler holds a TNA title that TNA wrestler should hold a WWE title.
Ethan.
Yes.
Jordan Grace to win. I'm sorry. Look, I give all credit, and that's saying look, and I'm not saying. See, here's how it works. Jordan Grace wins it, then she loses the Slammiversary. Quick title reign. She held the title. They can. It's like when Jey Uso won that Intercontinental title for like a cup of coffee. Like, guess what?
Mm.
It wasn't long, but guess what? He can add to his list of accolades. You know.
You mean kind of like what they did with Julia and Stephanie Bakir, where they them quick NXT Women's title matches and moved them up to the main roster?
Thank you. So that's what they're going to do. Jordan Grace wins here. She loses against Slamovich at Slammiversary, and Jordan Grace just gets called up to the main roster for WWE.
I mean, I would like that, but
Everybody wins.
it's just like that's so many short title reigns in a row for the NXT Women's title, like 63 days, 77 days, and 40 something days JC Jane, and then like a couple of weeks for Jordan Grace. But whatever. Not every reign has to be very long.
I mean, could you imagine that if they just let Jordan Grace win the TNA World Champion, Women's World Champion, Knockouts
As a
Champion?
WWE wrestler,
That would
um,
be funny.
no, I would. I could look. I've already kind of also had mixed feelings with Trick Williams winning the TNA title already. So I think it would only be fair if Bosh Slamfish wins the NXT Women's title for even a short period of time, because you could have that crossover already. And I
Yeah.
feel like WWE might be having their eyes on her too, like they already did with Jordan Grace. Because Bosh Slamfish is awesome, so why wouldn't you want her? Man, when they announced that about Slamversary, I was like, oh man, that makes things complicated. But yeah, I like your idea because I want March Slamage to win at Slamversary against whoever it is. I just thought she'd have a better chance of winning against JC Jane than Jordan Grace.
And to be fair, I wouldn't mind that matchup again against Slamovich and Grace again. That should be a good bout.
Yeah, I'm fine with him doing it again if Masha wins.
Yeah, I think I think Masha wins. Like they're gonna just pull a Jey Uso during Grace's world title reign.
Man, so they're gonna have JC Jane be a transitional champion and have Jordan Grace be a transitional champion. And Masha Slamage, I don't know.
It's not the stupidest thing we've heard of in terms of pro wrestling booking, that's for sure.
Oh no, you go to the Attitude Era, they were transitional champions at transitional champions at transitional champions. So
Oh, speaking of themes, isn't it great Asuka has her old theme back?
yeah,
Oh,
it's like the monkey's paw. We got her theme back, then Jordan Grace got a shitty one.
what was the monkey's paw? I
I
was
wish for
wrestling
Oscar's theme back. Okay, if Jordan Grace gets a shitty one.
and what I'm not saying it is, I'm assuming our main event of the evening is for the Women's World Championship as Io Sky defends against Rhea Ripley. Of course,
Again.
so Io Sky chose Rhea Ripley as her opponent for Evolution. And that's it. The vignette they showed on Raw was basically what we've seen already. They've known each other since NXT. It was Io who took the title for Rhea in NXT all the way back in 2020. Fuck, I old. Like, yeah. So this feud continues. I think Io obviously wins. I once again will just say for the 50th time, Rhea doesn't need a. She's so over. Rhea doesn't need a women's title to prove how over she is. Like, and Io needs that especially if if what we want to come true somewhere is coming true, which is Io versus Asuka for the Women's World Championship, which will be a hell of a great match. Could be even early contender for match of the year. Fingers crossed.
I
Uh,
have a I have a little word that actually will give it to Rhea. Um, because man, Io Sky has not defended the title since WrestleMania. And like she won title from Ripley, defended against Ripley at double DQ, then defended against Bianca and Ripley at WrestleMania, and now she's defending against Ripley again. And why the hell has Io not had a title defense in was it May, June, July, like 3 months? Like they couldn't figure out anybody for her to fight. And damn, I'm just worried because like is Rhea gonna lose to Io for the fourth time?
mm.
Technically third, but because that was a double DQ in their second encounter, but it wasn't a win.
Look,
Uh,
I'm not saying Asuka takes the title off of Io at SummerSlam. I want to begin with that. Like, it could be a strong possibility Io just retains. They give her an actual good championship reign with it. That's how I'm looking at it.
oops.
Like, I honestly think Naomi's cashing in on Stratton, which
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a strong chance Rollins maybe cashing in on Walter. Whether it's Saturday Night's Main Event or SummerSlam.
I should have asked that. Do you think Naomi cashes at Evolution or SummerSlam?
I mean, SummerSlam is a bigger stage, but if you want more eyes on this card, you would do it at Evolution.
Yeah, but I feel like Naomi would want the revenge to be that she cashed in on Jade.
But here's the thing, if we have Jade winning, Jade's gonna win by just destroying her through a table or some shit. You remember how this is how I remember. Remember how Ambrose promised that as long as he was still breathing, he would prevent Rollins from ever cashing his money in the bank?
Mm-hmm.
Remember WrestleMania 31?
Mm-hmm.
He got knocked the fuck out in a ladder match. Legit had to get staples in his head. So he was out the rest of the night. So guess what happened? Rollins was able to cash in. this could be a similar situation. Naomi loses her no holds bar match. She's in no condition to cash in. So, and it holds off till SummerSlam or held SmackDown after Evolution. I don't fucking
I
know.
just think that Naomi would wait until Jade is champion to make it so much worse when she cashes in.
Because we keep on forgetting Clash of Paris is a thing. When we were talking about the possibility of that triple threat, for the
Mm-hmm.
women's title, we keep on forgetting Clash of Paris is a thing. So like you can easily do that triple threat we've been talking about at Clash in Paris. I keep on saying Clash
Yeah.
at Paris. Clash in Paris.
Mm-hmm.
You could do it there instead, and you can have, but you can still have like Jade win like basically Jade wins the women's championship, gets cash in almost immediately on
Yeah. By
Naomi,
Naomi. Yeah. And then
then you
Bianca
get
gets
Bianca
involved.
involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a triple threat match, which is weird that Bianca's not on this card.
See,
She.
no, no, wait, remember Battle Royal.
Oh wait.
Thank you.
Oh
It's only
wait.
announced participants. While we
Ish.
pick Vakir, it could be somebody else. We pick Vakir because those are the only ones we currently have available to us.
If
It could
Bianca wins this, she has a guaranteed shot at Clash of the Castle. If Naomi's the champion, but she immediately won it from Jade, who cashes in her rematch clause, then it's a triple threat match. Oh shit.
So okay, so we try to change it. It's gonna be Bianca Vakir for the Battle Royale. Anyways,
Yeah.
okay. But
It makes so much sense.
back to the match we
Watch
were
it not
talking
happen.
back to the match we were talking about initially. Do you have Io Rio winning?
Io should win, but it's worrying to me because I don't know if they want Ripley to lose a title match to Sky for a fourth time in a row. But I don't see who Rhea could who defend against the title defend against because Io Asuka already has a story. What the heck does Rhea have right now?
True.
Nothing really.
Hmm.
So that's not interesting. Like Io Asuka is way more interesting than whatever Rhea's got going on right now. So I think Io should retain. It just feels like you're putting Rhea in a position where she's kind of damn she does, damn she doesn't. She should be winning the title, but it doesn't really help her to keep losing big matches like this.
I think she'll be fine. I still pick Io to retain.
Yeah, Io to retain was my hope. As for what's gonna be the main event, I don't know. Like,
I don't know. I that shot in the dark. It's for me. I think it's either gonna be the Battle Royal or the Women's World Championship match. No, no, or the WWE Women's Championship match because that could easily end
Tiffany
with Naomi
finish.
cashing in. You know,
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I feel like the biggest match is the Intercontinental title match, but they're not going to have that main event.
that'll probably be the. You know what? That'll probably be the opening match.
Yeah, probably will.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Best match of the event. I already
Inter-
said mine
yeah,
earlier.
Intercontinental title match. No
Women's
contest.
Intercontinental. Yeah, women's Intercontinental title match.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a good one. I think the tag team match could be a close second because that could be
Mm-hmm.
an entertainingly good clusterfuck of a
Yeah,
match.
yeah, you got
Uh,
a lot of good people in it.
yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with is the women's Intercontinental Championship.
Mm-hmm.
And you agree with that?
Yep.
Cool. So that's going to do it, folks, for our predictions for WWE Evolution 2025. So other than that, if you're
Mm-hmm.
new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about Evolution,
Evolution being a mystery.
hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well. What are your predictions for Evolution 2025? What do you think would be the best match tonight? What do you think would be the best moment of the night? What do you think about this overall card itself? Let us know in the
Mm-hmm.
comments down below. Put down what you know of our predictions overall. But most importantly, we thank you for watching. Of course, Nick aside from his channel, where can we find you elsewhere on the internet?
Well, you can find me over on the socials, of course. You can check me out on Facebook, on Instagram, and on XX, formerly known as Twitter, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Check out our Palmo Brothers at the socials at AfroMobro. Of course, this one evolution will be a lot or our usual kind style of reaction. It will at the as of this recording, can only really confirm myself and Nick Slade for the reactions. We have to talk to our pal Morburris. You'll be able to tag along as well, it is on.
Hmm?
We have our schedule slightly shifted around because of new employments in the ever-growing circle of the SRB horizon of people that not really work for us.
I need
Um,
money. I have to
Monet,
work.
Monet. Um, Imagine, yeah, you ask for Monet, monkey's paw, you say get Mercedes Monet showing up at your door, and you go, eh.
Yeah.
The equivalent of the Simpsons episode where it's like the turkey's a little dry.
Missouri's a little dry.
Where it's like it's not the end of the world, but at the same time, it's not exactly what you wish for.
Yeah. Just put some gravy on it.
Yeah, you can check out our react. You can check out our predictions for Saturday Night Main Event 40 right here on the channel, as well as our predictions for All in Texas. But of course, until next time, no, I'm Kristen,
I'm Nick Slade.
and this has been a very whoa man filled episode of 1, 2, 3 Wrestling. And we will see you guys later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
As well as one of our other SRB shows.
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can find us on Twitter and Stardust,
at Super React Bros.
as well as on Facebook.
At Super Reaction Bros.